Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Saturday. Hope all is well in your world. As always, remember to book a personal reading with myself. Everything is down below. Email is how you'll do that. So let's see, as I struggle a bit, for Saturday. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We as well pairing together have the Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. It feels like there's a huge focus throughout this specific day, this energy period, maybe expanding around this 24-hour period, right? It could be speaking upon Friday and or Sunday as well. But where you have a lot on your plate, I feel like you can handle it. You're being reminded of it. Where there's a lack of clarity, I feel like you're also being reminded and or informed, maybe in different ways, that's purposeful and isn't adding heaviness to your situation. I feel like you're needing to remember things will come to be, things will be figured out and clarified, more clear for you in divine timing. Where your path felt heavy, dark, maybe bleak, even mysterious, rewinding back, it feels like you need to remember that you handled it with a sense of grace and gratitude to the best of your ability. And when that felt like it wasn't present, it didn't last, did it? And if it did for a period, nothing's perfect, including you. But I do feel like you're going to be dealing with certain noises, maybe due to your spirituality, due to an environment otherwise. But don't overdo it with a habit. And I feel like you're sensing that things are going to be cleaned up for you in certain ways. In a very structured manner, or maybe in a slightly structured manner, to the point where you're living a healthier life moving forward. And this day represents a change, development, and an ease about how things are meant to come to be and maybe fall apart in certain small ways. Because what isn't serving you anymore needs to be minimalized at the very least, or removed, ridded of is what I'm hearing. Now, I feel like animals will come into play. The Knight of Swords again and the High Priestess, because I feel like there's a movement about you in a very spiritual and or intuitive way that feels on point. When you sense that you need to do something, it feels like a spirit just gave you that feeling, and then another spirit, even if it's not helpful, may say it to you, or show you what you need to do or where you need to move towards. Does that make sense? That happens to me all the time as I struggle to speak. But where you stumble a bit throughout this day, where you slip up a little bit, don't fret, okay? It's such a minor moment. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of downloads for a lot drawn to the reading. And you will feel a connection to the moon, maybe due to when you wake up, maybe when you go to bed. It may come to mind, or it be a given feeling from a spirit or two. But your intuition, either way, regardless of how these two cards and what I just spoke upon, how it speaks to you resonates, it feels like your intuition is very on point, but it's shadowed is what I'm getting. It's you're being pushed to doubt it at times, or maybe not utilize it to the advantage that you can. And so it's a day where in small ways, maybe in one or two larger ways, you're needing to feel it out and just hold back and or push forward as you feel, okay? But there's something about you doing your best, all right? It's like, I have this much to give. I know what I feel. I know what I need to do. I am maybe messed with for a lot drawn to the reading, but I feel like you just are doing your best, right? You need to give yourself credit for that. And I do sense that those dealing with, even if it's new struggles financially, could be, rewinding back as well, or ongoing. Things are about to improve for you, okay? You just got to do what you got to do. And I'm hearing ask if need be. But you're going to feel somebody, I feel like this is a very individual message about runes is what I'm getting. But there are going to be certain skill sets highlighted to you from the recent past that need to come back into play. It's going to differ from case to case. What else do we have for Saturday? I'm going to pull right from the middle. The Hierophant. I almost said the High Priestess again. But I feel like there is a ladder to be climbed moving forward. There's a staircase to more for yourself, all right? But we're feeling a change in the midst because it's eclipse season, because it's the retrograde as well. And those of which who deal with the effects of the shadow periods, typically 1 to 2 weeks before and after, it's a lot. So you need to take a deep breath and give yourself more credit once again. They're giving me the name of the reading, or at least part of it. but there's a focus on a mandala. And if you think about how they begin in a minor way or minor ways, and then it just builds, right? It grows. And you're going to find there's a focus on the layers of not only your world, your path, but you as a soul and individual, and how at times looking at it in that sense, that way, can really help you maybe break it down, but also to take it step by step more so, or get back to that way of doing it, right? Horrible wording in the end, but imperfection is fine. There's a sense of you noticing when a piece is removed from that mandala, right? They're showing an eraser on a paper. There's a need to recognize that there's a better piece to be put on the mandala, right? Or just to recognize that piece by piece we're building a beautiful soul up again, or in general, or both. And we're seeing your path build and grow and change in kind of that way as well, okay? I feel like that came out right, but you never know in these readings because I'm so spoken through, and there's a focus on warmth. I feel like your energy is warm for people. When it feels cold in an environment, it could definitely be spiritual. It could definitely be energy otherwise, or just maybe you're just a chilly soul is what I'm getting. It's okay. But I really feel like there's a focus on shoes, okay? The soles of your feet maybe, and the ground you walk on. When you feel heavy energy coming to be, just trust that that's not meant to last. What else do we have? Somebody that's as well a focus on your legs, or one in particular, but the Page of Pentacles. I do feel as if this is a time period for you either way, regardless of your status or what you have or don't have at hand. You're thinking about maybe working towards money, right? Increase is what they wanted that to finish with. Again, cleanup could be part of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if a new opportunity, whether you have it now or not, or maybe both, are coming into play. The efforts that you have put forth in the past are coming back to assist you. It feels like it's a time for blockages to be reminded from the past that were released, or maybe applied, held in place in a very negative sense for one if not multiple reasons. And it's like you may feel like throughout this day there's a sense of one blockage starting to or continuing to be removed. And you may be reminded how worse off things could be. The Six of Swords and the Six of Wands, so 66 coming into play. Yeah, new money, my friend, whether you see it physically or plopped into your account throughout this day or not, there's more ahead for you, okay? There's new opportunities. But the 6 and the 6, once again, you are going to find that there's a focus on what you left behind in order to feel and be one with more victory, which we spoke upon in the last daily read. But you're going to feel like the weather is not your friend, but it needs to be coped with in a very chill and polite way. Getting more so a poised way. But there's going to be a focus on the way you carry yourself, the way you do what you do, and how you've changed over time, and maybe how you're changing currently. But we'll wrap this up by saying you deserve the quality attention you're receiving, and discard the rest, okay? And that can apply to other areas of your life, other areas of receiving, and the ups and downs, if you will, okay? This is a day for you to remember that you are worthy, all right? So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light, and we'll speak again soon.